saw you walking into town and I went, wow, catchy. It's a work in progress.
Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Brony Show, episode 449. We are one away from 450, and I am your host, as always, here to bring you the Brony community for another week. I am Circuit Main, and of course, I am joined by a wonderful group of panelists here. Let's sound them off here. We have Deathlight Productions.
Hey.
DM21.
Heyo.
Tech Stallion. Toakoi.
So, how much of that beer was expired from the bar?
What?
Nothing.
You actually broke up halfway there. I didn't hear half of that. All right.
Basically, I'm asking, how much of this would have been wasted if you didn't drink it?
None of it would have been wasted. You'd be surprised how long beer can last. And Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
Yay.
Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and apologize up front here. It's been a day. Last week wasn't so bad. I actually enjoyed myself. I pretty much just relaxed, watched the summer games done quickly. I had a lot of fun. It was relaxing. It was enjoyable. And Monday I started to work, and it all kind of cascaded. It's almost like I was being punished for having a week off. It was kind of funny. But, yeah, I'm not going to... There's just a lot of issue coming around, both in work and family and things like that. And right now, as much as I like to try to be as professional as possible for this podcast, I'm going to admit it. I love to be professional because I think it kind of gives me a demeanor of respect and admirance for people, you know, that I'm able to be on the podcast and try to present myself in a professional approach. I've had about a liter of mojito and a nice tall glass of a combination of mint cream and chocolate milk from a dairy farm that is on the outskirts of a nearby town. Needless to say, I'm not drunk, but I'm probably so buzzed that I'm borderlining. So I am going to try to keep this professional, but as admittedly today was kind of it was a really rough day. It was a rough day. I'm not going to deny it. It was a rough day. We are going to continue with our plans to do a puzzle on the tabletop simulator that we originally had planned for July 4th. However, it probably won't be as much in the firework area. I'm probably going to bring up one of the more Where's Waldo puzzles that we had set up with the insane craziness here.
No.
However, I am going to still try to try to do the podcast as professional as possible. I do ask your forgiveness in this. I intended to have maybe a drink or two just to kind of take off a little bit of an edge of a really arduous day and some familial issues that decided to crop up out of nowhere, and it ended up escalating quite quickly, and I apparently have lost a lot of the tolerance that I had when working off of not drinking as much and trying to maintain a more healthy diet. So yeah, this is gonna be an interesting show today. I'm not gonna lie. Then again, it's 4:49. I think we're allowed one really quote unquote interesting show. But let's go ahead and get our intros out in regardless. I actually introduced everybody already, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of what's up, Brony here. Give everybody a chance to get on the soapbox. I really don't have much on myself here, other than the summer games done quickly. I just basically watched speedrunning all week, and I didn't really do much of anything. So I asked the rest of you, what's up, Bronies?
Oh, I have an actual trip this week. Okay. Tuesday, after I left work, I got a call from my mother asking if I was still at work because there were police and ambulances at the area. I later found out over the course of the past weekend that someone had hit a 13-year-old, and they, after seeing evidence, hit the building and crushed a trash can. The 13-year-old's fine. She's out of the hospital. It's all good. Probably a little bit more than that. And the less bad thing, our soda machine stopped working, so we couldn't sell anything carbonated. And you can imagine people are like, "Well, why don't you have soda? This is a McDonald's. You always have soda." People. But other than that, it's all relatively fine.
All right. Anybody else have any other what's up, Brony, going on with them?
The only one that seems to have had a good week, including a great Monday, oddly enough.
I personally had a fine week, but learning about that stuff, I'm like, oh God,
You're not allowed to have a good Monday. You work. Well, you don't work with us. You're a panelist, but you're a panelist with us. You're not allowed to have a good week. You're only allowed. Yeah, I'm kidding.
I had a good Monday because I found a black cat. That is why.
The black kitty is always so needed because
we found black kitten hiding behind the pallets at work, and we could tell it wasn't one of our yard cats. Because first off, it came to us. Second off, it was very affectionate. Third off, we could tell that somebody owned it previously because the claws were trimmed. So, don't worry, it has a good ending. We found a home for it at the end of the day, so it's not going to stay around in the yard because that's where it would die.
That's a good thing. And also, second, I can have as good and bad Monday as possible. Because I make my own destiny, baby.
Well, if you want to add to it, let me just state what's going on here for a little bit. So I wrote a story, or at least I tried to. I wrote part of the story. I'm going to go ahead and go off on this a little bit here. For the challenge of the week, I decided, instead of doing drawing, as I encouraged people to do, whatever artistic endeavors they decided to pursue, I decided to write a story. And I was going to do a quote-unquote meanwhile story in regards to the bar, as currently me and a couple of other people were on an intrepid adventure, pursuing people through clouds and balloons and muffins and so forth. Now, I had a general...
How you doing?
I had a general idea of how the story was going to go, and I made a good paragraph or two of it, and then I got caught up with work, and I decided to email it to myself in order to at least get what I had out. Something went wrong because I can't find it. It didn't send out the way I wanted it to, so I don't even have the story anymore. I
Did you
worked.
save to the cloud, perhaps?
I worked for 20. No, I had it. I had to write it in an email. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just
Uh-oh.
doing this on a work computer,
Oh no.
That's your
There's
first
the
mistake.
and I sent it through. I knew that that was a problem, but I didn't want to send it to my own docs or anything like that. So I sent it in an email to my email, and I must have typed something wrong, and I wasn't inebriated in any way. So I'll get that off the record. I don't do anything like that at work. That's stupid. You don't want to do that while you're at work.
Yeah.
But I sent it out while I was in the middle of trying to deal with a lot of the work stuff that was coming in, and apparently I goofed up, so I can't find the story, and I'm annoyed because it's a fun story and it's interesting, and I had an idea of how to incorporate tacos and soap, and
Tacos
I
and soap?
lost it.
Boss man,
Tito.
I would look at content creation and say there was a fun idea that may have helped you with your story.
Man.
Maybe you should bring a memory stick with you next time to put it on there instead of sending it to yourself.
I gotta be a little careful with things like that. Unfortunately, my computer is connected to things that should not go onto memory sticks.
Yeah, this is the issue. He works in a place that you do not bring in anything and you leave everything there.
Well, not exactly quite like that, but in any case, so I do apologize. I did have a plan for the content creation.
Challenge of the week.
I did have something for the challenge of the week, and I was going to have a little bit of fun by extending it to something different. And it's all gone, and I am so sorry. I'm sure it's still there if I go into my sent folder, and I can still get it finished up. But I'm not going to have anything for the show today, and I am annoyed. But I'm just wanted to get that off of the ground there. Anybody else have any other What's Up Brony before we go on to news here?
For the past
Speaking
week,
how's
I've
your
been-
VTuber stuff been doing?
Tokai, DM21 had something.
Oh, sorry. Didn't know.
DM?
my mood has been up and down all last week, and I don't know what has brought this upon me. And today I just feel crappy, and now my knee hurts, and I don't know why.
Honestly, I feel that more than you would believe. Anybody else have any other What's Up Brony? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I bought some. Well, I ordered some, I should say, boots.
Hey, Circuit, you want to know my What's Up, Brony? Go check out the Rolls channel in my server.
Mhm.
I'm scared to
Oh,
death,
God,
but let's go
what-
ahead and
what
take
is
a look
going
here.
on?
Okay.
There were quite a few deleted messages before what's in there right now.
Oh, that rolls. Okay.
But yeah, I ordered some new boots. They're gonna be like $600 boots, but if they last me 2 years, I'd be saving money.
All right, and for those
Yeah,
of you that are
that-
curious, I'm not sure exactly what happened because as Suki mentioned, he deleted quite a few things. However, there is one line of text that basically looks like somebody that's basically banging their head on the keyboard. So I could surmise that.
Yeah, that's where it starts. Basically, the second to last thing that's in there is what I was attempting to do 5 times. And Callbot just kept saying, "I need additional permissions to do that. I need additional permissions to do that."
I don't suppose I can. I hate to kind of rain on your parade here, but the two differences that you have there, it's really hard to tell the laptop from the desktop monitor apart.
Yeah, I know, but it's like those are the only things I could think of.
Fair enough. You know what?
And I'm
I'll leave it
not
alone.
doing it again.
I'll leave it alone.
What do you
Sinky's
guys
hard at
like,
work,
fuck
and
this?
I'm proud of
Where
him.
is
I'm
the-
proud of
is
him.
this-
He's hard at work at his stuff. But, oh God, that's a pain.
Yeah, well, now that I've gotten it to work this time, all I have to do is just do the rest of them, which hopefully shouldn't be too much of a pain in the ass.
All right.
Hmm.
All right, and finally, does anybody else have any other What's Up Brony, or should we go ahead and probably let G5 take over about 35% of the news today?
I say let G5
Again?
already half an hour into the hour.
Again, more came out, and we're gonna and more to talk about.
Which is not a bad thing. We have a good problem here.
Actually, it's a familiar problem because we used to have this stuff back in the early generations, and now we got G5. However, at the most, it's speculation at best until the actual movie comes out. But like I said, anybody else have any other words on Brony before we go ahead and move on? That sounds like a move on to me.
No.
All right, let's go ahead and move on here, and let's see. Actually, before we move on, let's go ahead and put on the spoiler tag. So remember, this is G5 spoilers. A lot of spoilers. Even the toys are spoilers. Your spoilers have spoilers. Do you know what this car looks like? It looks like something out of Fast and Furious because there's so many spoilers.
The car
Whoa.
can fly. It has wings.
Well, in fairness, on cars, you have to have a lot of spoilers so that you have enough downforce to keep it on the ground for how fast it goes.
Anyway, speaking of spoilers, the movie has been cited to be at 1 hour and 30 minutes long, or 90 minutes, which is pretty much a typical standard for any animated movie. I mean, can anybody name an animated movie that hasn't been around that area? And don't say Avatar. That doesn't count.
Well, it's mostly for the norm for most animated feature films.
Well, I was about to point out a bunch of early Disney stuff from like the 60s.
We're talking more. At least go back to the 90s. If you're going to 60s, you're kind of pushing a little much.
Eh.
Actually,
They only did the hour 30 in recent times. But even then, I
that's
know
right, no
quite a few animated
commercials.
movies and stuff that are like 2 hours long.
Okay, that's fair.
Actually, Scamper the Penguin's only 29, but it says short film, so
I'm talking more about movies that push that border. I like to say an animated movie that's over 2 hours long, but I don't think we're gonna see that anymore. Because
You still see it quite a bit from Japan. I've seen quite a few.
except for Japan, but Japan has anime, and anime you can actually find almost. You could probably find more anime shows than you can find live action drama shows in Japan, because they actually respect anime instead of making it just a kids medium. You heard me, Universal. You heard me, Disney.
You heard me, YouTube.
YouTube especially. Bring me back up Black Cauldron. Put Black Cauldron on Blu-ray. I dare you.
Oh my goodness.
second,
No one deserves that mess.
I did just check, and Mitchell's vs. the Machines was an hour and 53 minutes, so almost 2 hours.
Thank you for spoiling my entire tirade. We're going to go ahead and move on to GIFs. So, a lot of official animated GIFs for GIFs, whatever, however you want to pronounce it. Granted, it's actually it's graphic. The first word is graphic, so it's GIF.
Graphical.
But yeah, they posted a bunch of GIFs for people to use if they wanted to. Which I will give to Hasbro. That's kind of nice of them. Granted, I'm pretty sure YouTube is on an algorithm to immediately detect them the moment they exist.
Oh, you are not going to tell me people aren't using that Izzy GIF as a I'm excited.
People aren't using that GIF as an I'm excited.
Yeah, Indiana Jones did.
Is that kind of Indiana Jones? It almost looks like she's being pulled by the rope rather than anything else.
That's right. It's.
I like your face how much she lets go of the rope. That's pretty hysterical to me.
Yeah, now that I look at it more.
Yeah, I did that. Anybody could do that.
Oh, that end of the rope. Does that look like a vine for Bulbasaur?
No.
Oh, no. We are not going to tie Pokemon to ponies.
Moving on.
All right, and there's Soft Serve Head.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the rollerblades, though. It almost feel. It really feel. I'm not gonna lie. This whole generation feels like it's a knockoff of Ponytails for somehow. Just with everything.
I'm sorry. You have to be coordinated to do rollerblades like that. And she's doing on 4.
Look, I'm not gonna say you don't have to be coordinated. It's just that Ponytails probably had. You know what? Coal dust, coming from the ground. Trains and bus stations. Bus stations.
Ponytails, ponytails.
Coal dust, ponytails. Tell us if not rollerblades but roller skates were thinking ponytails.
Ponies on rails. Cole would like that.
God, actually, ponies on rails.
Oh,
They did do ponies on rails. That was one of the that was the whole Appaloosa thing. They had ponies literally riding a train on rails.
And it was horsepower too.
Oh.
before they
Yeah, they
invented
fixed
a
that
magic
later on.
generator for that train.
So wait.
I don't think it was something in Cultus
You
that
pull.
early.
So you pull the coal-powered.
Oh no! Here's
Right
Cultus.
There he is.
Cultus. So we must beseech you. Ponytails, dude. Ponies use roller skates.
Yes.
There you go.
Roller
Okay.
rink.
So
Like,
my
it's
theory
a pretty
still.
big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me guess,
Their
Cole.
inspiration.
Rolling around the clock is the biggest influence.
I don't know what roll around the clock is.
I'm not even
It
sure what
is
that is either.
generated. It is My Love Ponytail season 3 episode.
Oh, you're
7.
talking about the one in the okay, yes, I believe so. So there was this one episode where, I believe it's Bright Eyes is her name. I could be wrong. She, basically, she is working at the roller rink, and she wants to be partners with another pony who is like super good at roller skating. And that pony is Lancer, who is probably the best boy. Seriously, he's like the best out of all the boys in pony stuff. Like he's the most polite. He's just overall cool guy. Except he's also rich, so I guess off with his head. But anyways,
He's a snob.
no, he's not a snob though. He's actually pretty.
Just
chill.
say he's rich. Just say he's rich.
He's nice. He's actually like really nice.
It's sad to say that.
I guess not off with his head.
No, it's sad to say he's the only nice boy character in that series.
Well, here's the thing, boy, not man, because when we're talking men, the best man in that series has to go to what's her name? Clover, her dad. Clover's dad is the best. Okay,
Aww.
now here's the thing. Clover's dad, he's an artist. Awesome. He's thick. Awesome.
Awesome.
He knows how to
Sensitive
weld.
artist.
That
Awesome.
if that's
Double
yeah,
awesome.
awesome. Yes.
That's a good
He
skill to
can-
have.
He's thick. He cares
Awesome.
about the environment, and he's thick. So
Awesome.
yeah, overall, absolutely quality dude, best dad. Like, fucking. He's amazing, and he's probably the best horse in that entire goddamn show. I love him. He's amazing.
I was
All right,
wondering-
so-
Also, he's got quality himbo energy. I love him.
All right, so we went
Yeah,
from
the
we
himbo.
went from roller skates to himbos. So really quick, as for the
himbo.
chat, ponies are motorcycles. Let's go ahead and move on with the rest of the
But
G5
seriously,
news.
y'all should watch Ponytails. It's pretty. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it way more than I should have. And
Cole, if you
kinda-
schedule it and say when you're doing it, I will happily hop in with you.
I can't schedule things. I'm not reliable.
Vaguely comment.
Moving on,
God damn it,
G5. G5 Cutie Mark Guide has been released. So if for the several figures, the show that we did last week and everything else hasn't hinted what cutie marks go to which ponies, here's an official guide that spells it out for you directly. So does everybody know who gets the shield?
Oh yeah, the actual
dragon.
cop.
Yes, the dragon gets
It's
the
the
shield.
dragon.
Anyway,
Dragon
there
Guard
really
shield.
isn't much else to go on this. They just have an image of the ponies and their cutie marks. Hooray. Alright, let's move on. Let's see. That's merch. Alright, and another fun thing about the movie, and here's another one of the moments. The movie gets a PG rating.
Okay.
Not surprising.
Who's surprised by this? I mean, seriously, is anybody surprised by this?
I think the answer is no.
Actually, it is a kind of a little funny that they don't have a G rating, but it's PG. But that doesn't exactly mean that much.
Does that mean?
The G rating doesn't mean much in these days.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hang on.
It's the pony generation rating. Come on.
Yeah, Circuit.
Yes.
Didn't G4 also have a PG rating?
Actually, you know what? I don't know about the
Well,
series,
G4
but
had
check.
PG-7.
BG7, okay.
Let me check the movie.
Yeah, I remember that now. They had it on Treehouse as well. From a YouTube video when I first discovered and found
All
it.
the episodes had the big 7 on it when we were watching live.
when I
I
asked for
could've
rating, I
sworn
didn't
that,
ask
like,
for Rotten
season one-
Tomatoes.
I could have sworn that season 1 was like TVY, but like later on
It did.
it changes. Yeah.
And it also had the EI symbol.
Oh, the AI
That was
doesn't
only
mean much.
during the first bit.
By the way, I just want to say,
When it was not on the hub.
while we're on the topic, and by we're on the topic, I mean we're not on the topic at all, but I feel like saying it. Okay, I'm disappointed in the lack of resources when it comes to screenshots of My Little Ponytails, because like I was looking through, I was trying to find because I had a friend on Twitter who was like, send me a canon pony I can draw, and I was so tempted to send them a character from My Little Ponytails, but I couldn't find a good screenshot of just that one character, and it made me sad. So I'm going to make it my personal mission to try and get as many screenshots as I can from My Little Ponytails and just make sure that they're in the right places, so that way I can inflict them on people whenever I want.
Cole,
Okay,
I'm
here we
going
go.
to help you
Okay,
with that.
I finally found the movie, but I had to find a screenshot of
Good
Netflix
luck
of all
in your
things.
labor of love.
But the
Yeah.
Netflix is PG also. It also has it at PG.
And let's not forget it, the My Little Pony movie, at least G4, someone died.
So,
Did somebody die?
No, that was still
Okay.
alive, but petrified in pieces.
No, seriously, did some? No. Well, technically, I guess he kind of died. Yeah, I'll give it that. Yeah.
So,
Well, guess what, Toa? My Little Ponies of not one, but 2 ponies being thrown into a volcano.
I'm not gonna lie, it kind of was funny when it blinked out for a second there because it was like my little, just like
Yeah.
he got so
Oh my
mad
God,
that
I
he.
realized that. But, okay, My Little Ponytails has two points where you see a pony getting thrown into a volcano, and I need gifs of both of them. I'm just saying.
also, I think that was parodied in The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
All right, well we're gonna go ahead and move on here. Now, for Generation 5 has more toys, and not only do the more toys mean more toys, it also means that we get snippets of songs that are gonna be in the movie at least.
Look at them fluffy wings. Look at them and die.
They're either magical or artificial.
turns out they're just clip-ons.
It feels popish, I'm not gonna lie, but I think that's kind of the angle there.
She is a pop princess, thank you very much. Oh.
What was that noise?
I'm not gonna say it's
Oh.
bad, but it is popish.
Let's hope she sings better in the movie.
Well, I mean, it is a toy recording that they're using for advertisement, so it's got to be better.
Yes.
But yeah, not only did that toy have a song, but it looks like Izzy Moonbo also had a song attached to her toy.
Oh, I came across this myself.
We'll go for you.
Oh God, that's terrifying! Just watching that head bob. You know what? In all honesty, without how YouTube copyrights songs nowadays, this is probably the best way that we're gonna get without it hitting something.
Not gonna lie, it's kind of catchy.
Well, it's energetic, but I'll have to wait and see what the actual song sounds like before we can make a judgment
True.
call.
But here's the important thing, Circuit. Would you rate the sounds and songs of these better than "Let's Go Fly to the Castle"?
Whoosh!
Well, if you're talking about Let's Go Fly to the Castle, there's no contest. But if you're talking about
I love it when you brush my mane.
Yeah, like I said, there's no
Or
contest.
do you prefer the creepiness of the robotic princess Twilight?
You know what?
That-
No,
that
no,
feels
no.
amazing
If we're gonna
when
push
you
this, let's push this the right way. Toa, not Toa. Coal Dust. Maybe Toa. How about a pony crossing their hooves and looking all awesome while you get to sell
Oh.
their hair?
I had to play
Hey, it's
dress
the
up.
Navigo thing!
Every time I see that pose, it just reminds me of the Buzz Lightyear crossing his arms and going with the text added, "It's not gonna suck itself."
Thank you, Internet. You've ruined everything forever, and I couldn't be
I
more
cannot
disappointed.
unsee that.
Thank you, Sippy Cup.
Yes.
But yeah, we have that. There's also the figures popping up on different Walmart stores or Target stores. I think those are Walmart tags.
It's
But-
really interesting to me that they've decided to add the front hooves because, like, I believe in the past when it comes to those brushable head things.
You never
like,
added the hooves, just
How about
just
the how about a herd of
bust.
plushies? Look at the herd of plushies.
Yes.
a herd of
That is what I
Izzy's.
heard.
Yeah, I got a it's a posable brushable right in front of me at Rainbow Dash, and nope, they don't have any markings of the hooves. It's just one solid color.
You're not looking at the plushies.
I looked at the plushies.
No, you're not.
You look
should
on
be
another
looking at them.
screen.
It kind of looks like like a pile of kittens in an area, just kind of like, yeah, look at me, look at me. And here's some more plushies. Yeah, so many plushies, everybody.
Hey, at least you
And
got your
no
wish.
You know,
got the
I
confetti
will
art.
give it to Sonic. Considering what Generation 4 merchandise looked at, these are much better.
Yeah.
They still suck, but they don't suck as bad. Which is also kind of a shame.
Better.
It's still a shame because we kept making fun of butt streamers and cardboard mains, but it's not. It's yeah.
At least you get the streamer main.
I wouldn't say they suck because that arms cross thing is going to be great for shit posting.
Well, the arms
Oh,
cross
yeah.
thing is a whole other thing entirely. That is awesome, and I can't believe that nobody's picked up on that yet.
I actually already have at least one image saved for shit posting purposes, and I can't remember what it says. Hang on.
See how much you make her happy by brushing her hair. She crossed her hooves in front of her head.
I'm assuming someone's gonna need to purchase one of those and actually take some shots of it in front of a green screen just for the fandom to have fun.
Well, speaking of fandom having fun, here's some more merchandise that has been found. Here's some more of the plushies, this time in a smaller variety.
Oh, we're having those now. Cool.
Yep, you can't get away from the smaller varieties.
More
It's
costumes
reminding
or
me
these
of the
cardboards?
It's reminding me of the Thai Beanie Babies, but those are felt, not, string.
Well, the wings kind of remind me of the ties for definite, yeah.
I'm talking more about the main, but fair.
So am I. Hi, Twilight. You're on my head. You're on my computer monitor, and you're a Thai Beanie Baby, and you have the wings almost exactly the same.
Ooh, Circuit. I found the image. There you go.
Okay, here we go.
Although,
Oh, there we
admittedly,
go. Yeah.
That's from the brushable bust that is on the head end of that weird four-wheeler toy.
Oh, the ankle.
Oh yeah,
It's very
yeah.
strange to me.
Correct.
It's very strange to me that there is a four-wheeler toy that is also brushable. But hey, I mean, why not? Fill your joys, fill your needs.
Oh, we're gonna get into that in a moment.
Saved trouble of making it brushable for Sunny separately.
We are gonna get into that in a moment.
I wonder if you can swap their heads around so that way you can brush any pony's bust
my
while you drive
God.
around.
Speaking of brushables, here's
that'd be
a
amazing.
here's a 12-inch brushable that also looks
Wow,
like a
that
figure.
looks a lot. That looks a bit better than the last brushable.
Yeah, right.
The hair actually looks real.
Those eyes, though.
They
Yeah,
stare
those
into my
eyes
soul.
are just-
They stare, and the horn lights up if you squeeze the hoof. And also the Sunny Star Scout styling head, which apparently has a cutie mark that shows up automatically for some reason or another.
If you brush it with thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, you know what? I'm gonna stop right here. The kid in this picture looks more artificial than the pony. Anybody else think that?
Dead.
He looks photoshopped.
It looks so artificial. It's completely stupid.
That face is like, get me out of here. That is
No,
not
no, no.
natural.
This is not worth $10 an hour.
I'm sorry, the face looks very out of place. Like they.
Everything looks out of place. This does not look
Before-
real.
The face itself is what's drawing my eye because it looks like it was cut out from another picture.
Probably was.
Bigley has it right.
Photoshop.
Yes, hello, I'm real human.
The only real thing in this
Oh
picture is the
my.
damn plastic horse.
Oh God, it's kind of sad that that's actually more realistic than the damn. I mean, seriously, everything about this looks so wrong. And I mean, if this is photoshopped, God, you think they would do better. And if it is a fake human, God, you would think there is no way to justify how terrible this looks. Moving on. There's nothing
That
left
toy
to
is
move
10
on
inches
to.
tall.
Whoa, 10-inch tall toy.
Hell yeah.
All right, I think okay. A little quick.
Hang on, Circuit, scroll up. I want to see something.
Which how far up are we talking?
Oh wait a minute, I'm behind. Never mind. I was still on the other page. My bad.
No, it's okay. I'm
Do
just.
you have two different tabs with the streams?
No, I have one. I was behind.
Lagging.
You know, I really do gotta start sharing the monitor whenever I'm doing this stuff. I really do.
Second, I have posted an old Photoshop image that I did, and it looks better than that thing.
Oh, Circuit.
And
I
what's
just
wrong
remembered
with
the
you?
thing that I wanted to bring up. Okay. So, question: if I throw water at you, will your cutie mark show up on your face?
No, but I'll probably end up in a aesthetic shock.
All right, that's all I wanted to say. I forgot, and then I remembered. I wanted you to scroll up so I'd remember again, and it works. Yay! It was
Well-
not beneficial to anyone except for me.
All right,
Well,
and
you gotta remember, if you throw water on Circuit, it's a shock to his system.
well, any case, you know what? We're not
Wait, is
gonna say that.
Cloud
We're not gonna
Puppy?
say that.
Because that puppy head looks like a cloud.
It does, doesn't it?
Cloud.
But yeah, here's a different art style that is for the Princess Pip Royal Castle that was on some stickers on the corner there. So now we get a closer up look at it, and it is a different art style that we have seen before.
It kind of reminds me of G4, but a little bit more flowy.
I don't know, it just looks like a different art style to me. Even
I like
G4
this art
otherwise.
style.
He's so squishy.
That's adorable.
I don't mind it. I don't think it's not bad. I think it's good. I don't mind it at all. You know, if they throw it up here and there, I don't mind it at all. So, who wants to see the most absurd piece of merchandise that we have for this week?
Whoa.
Gimme.
All right,
Stop
let's
that.
do this.
My Little Pony Huffle Bubble Scooter, 6-volt.
Hell the fuck yeah, dude.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's battery powered.
Does
I-
it run up bubbles?
Now you remember how big scootering around Baltimore was on the last BronyCon? Yo, just wait till Everfree Northwest when all the homies come rolling up on these things. Yo,
I can't wait for Everfree Northwest, but
Hey guys, wait up for me! My battery pack ran out of juice.
Scooters happen around all the conventions or things, or like in my area, when there's the tourist things. There's
Ugh.
scooters all over town.
But yeah, the only difference is
True baller.
the only sadness
you know
of
what
this
would be
one.
awesome to go with the scooters?
What's that?
We all dress as Scootaloo.
No, well, yeah, yes, but no, we gotta get one thing important on these scooters that is missing from these: the brushable pony heads.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
I was about to say,
Oh,
you're
boy.
the true baller though if you come rolling up on that 4x4.
By the way, do you know how much these things cost?
About as much as the other thing.
Probably. Who knows? There's no price for them yet.
Yeah,
Also,
the other ones were about $100, so that's why I guess.
Alright.
And I
And
don't think we.
And I think we're already getting a hint of who our marketable duo is, because it looks like Sunny Star Scout and Izzy Moonbo are going to be two of the marketable duos.
I am
considering.
glad
Yeah.
that Izzy is going to be one of them. Izzy deserves
not-
it.
I'm not surprised.
Also,
Izzy's
I
a
have
cutie.
definitely seen stuff
Oh,
to buy
yeah,
my
there.
niece for her birthday.
I
am
think
so
that
buying
those
this
two are
for
going to
her.
be the first two of the main group we meet.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Well,
If
considering
it's
how
hard
the
to believe, then yes.
considering how the movie events are supposed to happen, I do not doubt that. But it's not a bad marketable duo to go with.
Does that say in together?
In it
Yeah, I
together.
think so.
Oh
Yep.
boy, I wish I didn't close that. I'm gonna.
And now we are
That
shipping
might have been a
them.
typo.
It just says in it together.
Okay.
I'll take
I
that.
didn't see the it. I just saw it in
was
together.
above Izzy's head.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
All right,
We're
so
worried that is
Put
Izzy.
together.
all right, so now that we're at a G5 territory, actually no, there is one more thing of G5 that we have to go
Oh,
through.
God,
Hell
Tech,
yeah.
DM, whoever saying that, you made it just funny
Okay,
as
now-
Vanessa.
Now, what is the
Vanessa
most
has to be funny
outlandish thing
one
that
of
you
them.
think would happen
Yeah.
with G5 with G5 advertising? Most outlandish thing.
They go for a Fallout theme.
Yes,
And
that
blow
is
the
most
world.
outlandish.
You know, I gotta admit that is not one I would expect, but that would definitely be outlandish. But no.
See, I'm still hooked on when it first got like a couple leaks, and one of the first paragraphs for the opener of the movie was also one of the first was pretty much word for word for a paragraph for Fallout Equestria.
Oh, I remember that. Oh, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna beat that. So let's go ahead and show it out. Ponytail Day.
What?
G5 has decided to advertise G5 with Ponytail Day marketing hat from Hasbro. So you can see different people dressing up their ponies as ponytails, inspired by Generation 5, even though Generation 5 has not come out yet.
They're
It's
just
a little
getting ahead of the
counterproductive,
curve.
don't you
Oh,
think?
hello.
So yeah, apparently every day is literally something. So now we have Ponytail Day, and they made a bunch of ponytails for the hairs, to inspired by different ponies. Granted, one of them that literally looks like a Rainbow Dash knockoff. I have to honestly wonder if that is Generation 5 inspired.
Hmm.
I'm up for doing some
I say
ponytail
it's a
day.
little bit of
Hey
both.
y'all,
I wanna
let's
think
have
it
some
looks back.
Brony show.
Give me.
Hey
go-
y'all, let's have some Brony Show Ponytail Day extravaganza. Everyone here, that's the challenge this week. Give yourself a ponytail.
I have no hair. I can't ponytail myself unless I,
I can
get a
make my hair
wig.
into a ponytail. That's
I
good.
just cut my hair.
I actually can turn.
Yeah,
I
my
can
hair
put
is
my
long
hair
enough.
into
I
a
can
ponytail.
actually.
Are you sure it
Same.
wouldn't be an afro if you
same.
did it?
You see, I haven't cut my hair since like about a year before the pandemic. And then when the pandemic happened, I was like, oh, well, I guess I have more reason not to cut my hair. So I haven't cut my hair at all, and I've discovered that it's actually, although very curly and normally would turn into a fro, it is now at the length where it actually looks okay if I don't touch it.
Yeah, same actually. Like I generally get into a fro, but now my
I've
hair's, like,
cut mine,
down
and
past
I'm probably gonna go
on
for
my
a semi
shoulder.
bald. I'm probably gonna go for a semi bald myself, so I can't say that. But we're gonna go ahead and move on here.
Yeah.
That's late. That's late.
Yeah.
So
like-
moving on.
Yeah.
Long hair
sure.
bros, let's go.
Next
When they opened up the hair salon,
next
I thought
big item on
it
the
was
agenda.
time. I should cut it all off.
Next big item on the agenda. TruckCon is coming up this weekend. To be specific, the online TruckCon is coming
Oh,
up this
man.
weekend.
Noise. What?
So yes, those of you who have been excited for
money.
TruckCon, it is coming up this weekend and today. So if you're not watching this live, you're probably missing out already. Today is the last day to pre-register for anything that isn't with just the customizable conventional. You know, it's kind of weird saying conventional for a convention badge, but we'll go with it. Conventional
Anything
badge.
with all of the bells and whistles other than just the basic,
Pretty much.
you're allowed to enter the con.
Yeah. The basic treasure box, the cube slime, orb slime, truck on pride, any of that. If you have the money to blow. Wow, who has $1,000?
You'd be
Not
surprised.
me.
Not
Well,
me.
considering a giant cube slime, I would actually pay for a giant cube slime plush. I mean, a giant cube slime, that would be awesome to have.
You can get a face mark.
What?
A face mark.
Mask.
Not even a mark, a face mask, a whole-on mask.
No, it's a mark.
Oh, yeah, face mark. Oh no, that does say mask. I thought
And
it
it's
said
only
face mark.
one left. You only got
I
one
was-
left. You gotta get it now. There's nothing.
I was really I was really hoping that like the whole face mark, cutie mark thing was going to be catching on. Just like, all right, everyone. This week's challenge, the Protest Initiative challenge, is going to be like face cutie marks, specifically ones that show up when you with water. That's the challenge this week. I hope you enjoy.
Yeah, if anybody wants to pre-register to get anything outside of just a normal con badge and get some nice little collectibles for just an online con only, you still have the opportunity if you're watching this live. If you're not, you're probably out of luck. But check it anyway, just in case. But yeah, TruckCon will be happening this weekend. So yeah, we will be announcing when TruckCon is going live on the Discord channel, and I recommend checking it out. The panels will be fun. I'm sure it'll be a big hoot, and it'll give you a nice little wind down weekend, especially since this week has been hell. But anyway, yes,
It's been a jolly good time.
it's been a fun weekend. It's been a fun week already. It's just Monday, so let's go ahead and celebrate Monday with a Papercraft Autumn Blaze.
Yes.
Do you want to fold a pony? 90 degrees here and there. And when it gets real angry, you just set it on fire, and then that's pretty much
Walk
it.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
A
want that.
pony bird. It'll look really neat on tape.
Yes. But Autumn Blaze is now a papercraft. So if you want to, you can actually go to the link that we have supplied. You can print it out. I would highly recommend printing it out on something thicker than normal printer paper, because it is papercraft, and that usually demands a little bit more like card stock, like you would get with a greeting card.
I would
Yeah.
say construction paper, just because that's thicker and easier to get.
I will pay you if you can get any printer to print on construction paper without causing problems.
A good medium paper, honestly, is like art paper. So you find the acid-free paper.
Definitely
It's-
that, yeah.
It's dense enough where you can do stuff like that, but it's thin enough you can run it through a printer.
But yeah, if you are at all curious and you want to check it out, it's definitely there. It's completely free outside of the printing costs, of course. Yeah, any print shop would be easily able to handle this, but I do recommend making sure you at least get some sort of card stock if you want to do it. And I do recommend doing it, especially if you want to do something fun, because why not? So, who wants an excuse to listen to another podcast outside of us? Please keep listening to us because we're awesome. Involved with Brony music.
Yo,
Hey, it's always good to listen.
So, the Brony Music History Podcast has officially started on not just YouTube, but Spotify as well. They have
Look
one
at them
episode.
fancy people.
They had one episode out as of yesterday, so more are soon to come. And of course, this is talking about Brony music and the history of Brony music, talking to different musicians as well as different guests about how the music has been created. And admittedly, in the Brony community, music has been a huge thing.
Yeah.
I have never seen any community that has about as much, if not more, music concerts than actual conventions.
I
Right
would
there.
have to say, like, the two biggest things for this fandom is the music and the audiobooks. Because that, you don't see that hardly ever in any other fandom.
Toa?
Also, I would like to point out that
Toa?
during the break between season 1 and 2, the entirety of the fan fiction scene exploded.
Toa, cut your hair or pick up an electronic guitar. Moving on.
That was when I couldn't give a damn. Now I have to give a damn. That's over.
Don't give a
It was
damn?
not 3 years old.
Well,
Don't
wait,
get it
but,
all.
you know what? I'm not
Don't
gonna.
get it
I'm not gonna
all.
question. I'm not gonna question. We're gonna move on. So yeah, I might give this a listen to. I don't know if I'll give it a listen to Spotify, because at the same time I'm right now listening to Mindful and Distracted because Distractible, because I'm listening to Markiplier talking about random crap while I'm lifting weights. It's kind of fun in a weird way, except when I'm starting to
yeah.
laugh and I almost drop a barbell on my chest.
It's kind of the same thing. Like I like listening to podcasts whenever I'm working.
So yeah,
Yeah,
check it out. I mean, it is on Spotify, it is on YouTube, and apparently the YouTube version has a lot of little images that you can enjoy as it's going. So perfect, a perfect way to enjoy listening about different Brony music. And Brony music has definitely been a big part of the Brony community. I'm not going to deny that in any way.
No.
Weren't some of your first interviewees Brony musicians?
I don't know, because we had some fanfic writers and artists as well, so it's kind of a toss-up. And I'm too
Also,
drunk to care.
Wasn't Mogul one of the reasons that...
Too drunk to care! We're moving on.
Too drunk to care.
Comics! Transformers issue 4 has a 3-page preview. I probably should have put a spoiler tag on this. Ignore the cover!
Preview?
If you're curious about a 3-page preview of the 4th and final issue of the Magic of Cybertron, the second My Little Pony Transformers crossover, be sure to check it out. Issue is soon to come out. Along with that, the issue that is coming out, issue 99 of Friendship is Magic with Cheese Sandwich and Pinkie Pie, is released as of last week. So check your comic store. This, of course, is just before they get to the
couples and just them. It's already been told.
Yep, and this is just before they get to the season 10 finale of Friendship is Magic, and possibly the finale of the entire comic line, but we'll see what happens after issue 102, but be sure to check it out.
Wow.
Moving on.
So different.
So, who wants to hear about something that may have happened, but we have no physical evidence to prove it because the mouse is neurotic?
Okay,
What mouse are you talking about?
Mickey.
Disney.
Twilight
No, we
Spa-
just speak its name.
A Twilight Sparkle Beanie Baby plushie has apparently popped up in the Black Widow movie during a scene set in 1995. However, nobody dares post it up because Disney is completely insane when it comes to copyright.
Aren't they
Yeah.
ever?
So if there is any proof behind this, who knows? But apparently it exists.
So what you're
Maybe.
saying is, that the movie Black Widow in its scene in the 1990s is inaccurate.
Completely
Yes.
inaccurate, but there's no way to prove it.
Thought.
Yeah, if this was, Ack, other character that does weird shenanigans that just had the show.
Loki?
No.
Falcon the Winter Soldier. Wanda.
Oh,
Wanda.
vaguely creepy.
Yeah.
Vaguely creepy. Actually, we got physical confirmation here on the show. Vaguely creepy. When he saw the movie on Friday, totally a Twilight doll, and he's noticed it immediately.
I apparently overlooked it, huh?
Yeah, if it had shown up in Wanda, that would be an interesting anachronism, but that is actually set in the past. That should not be there.
At least not that far back in the past.
Know, it's a bit like when they're filming movies and you see a steel dragon fly overhead.
I don't know. It is Disney Plus. I mean, it is Disney Plus. You think it would at least try to be a little bit more accurate. I mean, it's kind of funny that Netflix and the other side. What?
Netflix.
What's the scary movie that everybody loved for 4 seasons and nobody's talked about since then?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Okay, 3
Impro.
seasons.
HBO Max. HBO Max.
No. It was Netflix.
What?
Netflix
Stranger Things?
scary movie went on for at least 3 or 4 seasons. I can't remember which, and everybody talked about it until it was no longer relevant.
13 Reasons Why.
No, it's a scary movie. I mean, 18 Reasons
Yeah.
Why might be scary in a way, but
The Scream.
It's scary how inaccurate.
no,
it
it's
is versus
an
not.
entire series. It deals with the other side. It's a bunch of kids that get in spooky, scary stuff.
Stranger
Stranger
Things.
Stranger Things. Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
By the way, they're still not done with that.
Well, I don't think they're done with it. It's just that it's funny that Stranger Things actually got it accurate while Disney Plus did not.
Stranger Things took a lot of effort to make things very accurate. which
I know,
is why
it's just
set
funny as
short.
hell. It's funny as hell to me.
It's little things like that when you know that they care.
Exactly. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move on here. So, if you can find it, good luck. If you can't, good luck. So, Pony Finder. I'm gonna admit this is kind of funny because we talked about Pony Finder a couple of weeks ago, but this was apparently somebody else's project before, and now it is actually from the original Pony Finder creator, David Silver, is creating the Seas of Everglow Kickstarter, and it's already been paid.
Has he finally gotten an editor?
I think he
No.
might have gotten an editor, but in either case, no, this has already been paid off. I mean, we are talking this is 30 days to go as of this recording. It's already been paid off with over 5,600, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those people.
Did
No,
you pay the
sorry, it's not
500?
the Pony Finder.
I
that
wish.
needs the editor. It's the guy that did Pathfinder, specifically the Kingmaker books, that needs an editor.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's him. No, this is Pony Finder. He's done a lot of Pony Finder stuff, and now he's gone to the Seas with Pony Finder, Seas of Everglow. And there are still some additional things such as Lore Master, Storied Sailor. So if you wanted to get your OC in on the Seas of Everglow and actually have your character in there, and along with a biography and among other things, you can actually pay a little bit extra and get it in there. Or just pay in to get a physical copy of the book, which at the moment I have paid for a physical copy because I have a giant collection of Pony Finder books and I want to add this to my collection.
I am
So,
hoping
when are we
that
gonna
they
be
will
playing the first
eventually
game?
put all of the Pony Finder stuff into a collection.
I don't think
because
it's ever
there's
going to
some
happen.
things that are just hard to find.
Actually, they're all at drive-through RPG. You can literally order them whenever you wish at this point.
Yeah.
So no, he's done his homework, and if there's anything I'm missing or I need another physical copy of because my cat decided that books make an awesome chew toy, then yeah, the option and opportunity is there. But I do want to shout this out because I apparently shouted out a previous Pony Finder, which was inspired. I'm going to say that out loud. Inspired by David Silver's work, but was not actually made by David Silver until this one came out.
Wait, which book?
There was another one that's apparently a conversion guide for another set that came out, but you know what? Let me see if I can bring it up here a bit.
I'll say, I don't think it was that long ago that we talked about it.
It was literally 2 weeks ago, which really caught me off guard.
Yeah, I must have missed that in the conversation. Otherwise, I might have commented on it because.
No, I thought it was
Pony
two.
Finder campaign in the Kingmaker setting.
Okay,
I'm
but
playing
yeah,
a goat.
Pony Finder: The Savage Age. It was a conversion guide for the Savage Age, but I did not realize it was actually inspired off of David Silver, because it actually says right here, we bring you David Silver's Pony Finder to the Savage World. It does not.
Oh,
Yeah, they worded it in a
pulling
way
it
that
out
it
of the Pathfinder
confuses.
system into a Savage World system.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
You know, it's kind of funny. I think the first tabletop campaign I ever had was in Savage Worlds, and I was just as confused with that as I am with D&D. I need to get better at this.
Well, here's another one that you
It's
can.
easy to just make stupid characters and have your goal to be, I want to learn this for this time, which is why I'm currently playing a cleric that knows nothing of the D&D
I wonder
magics
if I should
or,
join in for your
deities,
next
and is
D&D.
learning them.
Well, the Savage Age.
I wonder
this-
if I should try joining in your next D&D session.
No, don't look at me. I don't have another one for. I haven't had another one in forever because I've been just too caught up in other things, and I want to actually play the game for once instead of actually being the GM. But another one to throw out there. And here's another funny thing. Now that I brought it up, and I actually forgot about it entirely until we started talking about this. There's also an actual book that we listed in our merchandise section, and it's still on Kickstarter for another 3 weeks. But the Changeling Space Program, which has already surpassed its goal of 1,500 to 7,600.
4 times actually nearly 8 times the budget it was asking for.
I give it 5 times, really.
Wow.
But it's still amazing. Yeah, it's almost launched through every single stretch goal that it has outside of the 10,000, where he will actually do a live recording of all of the chapters for YouTube, which is 10,000. I paid into this though. I gotta admit, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was something else, and I didn't realize when they said Changeling Space Program that it tied into a kind of a podified version of Kerbal Space Program.
Oh, that would have been fun.
It still is. It's still paying into it right now. It's 3 weeks out still, so you can still get into it. And depending on how much you pay, you can get a soft cover. I actually paid a little extra, so I got a hard cover coming to me. You can also get books, patches, art book. Actually, I paid for the art book as well. But yeah, no, it's got a lot of stuff in on this, and more expanding as the expansion goals are hit. So yeah, there's another blatant advertisement for anybody out there that is curious. I want to buy pony stuff, but I don't want to buy it from Hasbro.
There's plenty of options.
So getting into the last little bit of news here before we actually start working on stuff, doing other fun things. Battle Gem Ponies Combat Demo Tour. Battle Gem Ponies is setting up to do a Kickstarter soon. And they set up an entire YouTube, 20 minutes long, talking about the different battle mechanics and everything that can happen with the game. However, yeah, this is something that we explored a little bit on the show itself when we threw a bunch of ponies together to see what would happen. But yeah, this goes a little bit more in depth than I was able to do. But yeah, it looks like they're setting up for a lot of different pony variations that you can set up. And the Kickstarter is also planning on doing a lot more, including expanding mobility ability, different randomized scenarios. They're even setting up the possibility of doing a Nuzlocke Switch release and different secret missions, depending on how much they get funded. So yeah, the Kickstarter is.
Pokemon Nuzlockers would love to have that.
Yeah, the Kickstarter is not live yet, so I don't have a link for it yet. But I did get a preview of what they're planning, so it is exciting stuff, regardless. And they are definitely going full Bard into Battle Gems Ponies, so it is going to be really interesting to see how it goes.
Wait, is that going live tomorrow? So I was hearing something from one of my groups there's a game going into Kickstarter tomorrow.
It might be going live tomorrow. The latest thing I've seen is a preview of the stretch goals that they have set up, including the point to where they actually release it onto Switch, as well as a few other things. But as for when it actually goes live, I don't know.
Though what the guys in that group are saying is, it sounds like it may be more of a main character kind of story. So this is more of a fighter. Would that have a main character kind of story?
It could. Pokemon technically has a main character story. You run around with a team of Pokemon and throw them at people.
Is this a Pokemon alike? It looks like it's supposed to be a fighter game.
No, it's Pokemon. It's Pokemon alike.
It's Pokemon-esque.
Yeah, because remember when we played it, it was very Pokemon.
I don't remember. I know that we played this, but I don't remember how the system
see
works.
that battle system right there? Does that not look like Pokemon?
No,
I've seen it.
Don't worry, Tolokoi. Just relax. It is entirely based off of Pokemon. In fact, so much that the earlier versions and earlier screenshots, I would have advised against going to a Kickstarter on it because it is so much a blatant ripoff that I'm pretty sure that Nintendo would have sued them to the ground. But at this point, I think they're safe.
At this point,
they're safe.
There are many monster catching game genres out there.
There are, but there are so few that are pony related.
Might be interesting.
I gave Nexomon Extinction a try. It was fairly fun.
So we're keeping our fingers crossed. Vaguely Creepy has it right though. The combat is a little bit unbalanced. The health system can make people more fragile, but it is still being worked on. So I think balance will come as they're still working on it. There's nothing in concrete yet. I mean, they haven't started the Kickstarter yet at all, so that pretty much sums it up right there. And with that, that will be it for the news of the week. Now, we did have the challenge of the week. And our challenge of the week, I brought out to you the challenge of the week of tacos. But we also have the Protest Initiative Challenge from Coldust.
Right. Cutie marks on the face. Interpret that however you like.
Last week's. What was last week's?
Week,
Oh!
it was soap.
Yeah, that's right. I'm paying attention. Hi, how's it going?
It's going
So
alright.
good to help. I was distracted by Twitter.
Oh,
Big
you shouldn't go into
Spawny
Twitter
having
too
a
much.
drink.
That'll anger up the blood. Twitter angers up the blood and makes you sad.
No,
Uh,
Chimera. Yeah, that's the
Circuit,
Chimera.
Circuit. I just follow artists and stuff.
Twitter makes you
Also,
sad.
Cole,
Anyway,
was it-
Coldust, what was the protest challenge?
Soap. It was soap.
Alright. And our first image we have from Deathlight, which has neither, but it's still an awesome image to the point where he actually made a smiley of it somewhere.
Oh, you're talking about my
You're
yeah.
awesome. You're awesome little drinking character here.
Yeah, Bonnie, the good barkeeper. Very
Yeah.
friendly, very drunk.
Yeah, he actually posted a smiley of it. I don't think it's on our server, but I don't know whose
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
Yeah.
It's on my own personal one.
Okay.
Raven made it because she thought it was really cute, and then I stole it and put it on my own personal one.
Alright, and Tolakoi, I am sad to admit, is the only one that we got an entry on, with literal boxes of taco soap.
Well, you don't know what the bar smells like.
Speaking of which, so I mentioned this before, I'm going to go ahead and mention again, I did have a plan for a story. I wrote up a portion of it. I got busy at work. I could not finish it. I didn't do any of it yesterday because I kept fading in and out of exhaustion. I was actually really tired after the Let's Play for some reason. So I was hoping I could at least get it emailed to me so I can try to wrap it up or at least finish up to some extent, and the email did not go through. So I have no idea where that story is outside of an outbox in my work laptop. By the way, don't use your work stuff for outside stuff. So yeah, that's not good. Long story short, the story is missing, and I'm disappointed because I did have a plan for tacos, soaps, and as much as I keep telling everybody to, do whatever you want. Don't just stick yourself to art if you're not good at art. I've been doing art for a long time in regards to this, so I thought I'd write a story to try to encourage. The story is gone. So just to give a quick idea of what the story entailed, I was going to do a quote-unquote meanwhile back at the bar. Because right now vaguely it has me, Suki, CMC, and Coldust on the trail of some dastardly desperados that are trying to do horrible things to us. I'm not sure if they're trying to kill us or just really do horrible things, but something's going on there. So the story that I did have, and now that I see vaguely creepy, I probably could have added him in there, and I feel bad now. But I had DM. I had DM. Why is my brain not connecting to the rest of the names here? You guys are right here. Why am I... DM.
Read, circuits, read.
Okay,
Take
taking
a
a deep breath
breather.
here. Taking a deep breath. Don't close my eyes. That makes my world dizzy. DM, Death, and Tech. All of we're going to be at a bar, surrounded by shot glasses and pint glasses, and basically talking to running tab about not being able to join the adventure, and ending up deciding, and after a few shenanigans with our hippogriff doing DDR and getting a top score, and Toakoi, who I've decided is going to be stowed away in our back room as a dishwasher, because we are in a realm which is full of pony and fur creatures, but nothing humanoid. So Toakoi is basically kind of the equivalent of a stowaway that will probably be destroyed the moment people know he exists, because nothing humanoid is in the realm of the Rift Cafe, or in this case, the bar in the Rift Cafe. Congratulations, dishwasher. We're going to decide to make a taco bar after they mulled over a bunch of shot glasses and pint glasses, which, even though they look what you would think it, were actually filled with juice. Though they kind of act like they weren't, because I thought that would be funny. And that was the plan. But the plan is gone. I lost the plan.
The plan
has
is
been
dead.
altered.
And instead, here's a t-shirt from Techie Stallion with Doki Doki Fluttershy. Thank you, Suki Koi. No, that's terrible. Cola Koi. We're gonna call you Cola Koi now.
You saying that just remind me of this.
It's about you and me.
I'm not in a good position. I am not.
I mean, that's basically what that means is I now know about Bionicle.
You could probably make some
Also-
pretty interesting
also-
trains out of it.
Yeah, I'll be able to make the ultimate battle trains. This will be fine.
All right,
Oh,
so
you say that, but there was a hype Bionicle trade for a bit.
all right,
I
so
know.
we're gonna post this up here, but this is actually a promotion for a pre-order. So if you want to get in on it, you can, but it's not happening yet. Actually, it's an awesome shirt, but the problem with these shirts is they always tend to be really tight on me. I'm hoping I'm losing enough weight to wear them right. Let's move on. So
Look what I found.
So
for
I
this
am going to
cafe.
try to finish up the story while I can here. I do apologize that I didn't get it finished, but next week's challenge, sorry, just a normal challenge, not the protest, but the normal challenge. Next week's challenge is exhaustion. I wonder where that came from. Exhaustion. But we also have the protest initiative challenge.
And this week's protest initiative challenge, not normal challenge, but the protest one, not the normal, but protest, is what I said before. Cutie marks on the face. Interpret that however you like. Is it going to be a skin condition? Is it going to be a disease? Is it going to be a pony with their face against? Anyways, don't worry about it. It's fine. Have fun. Draw or write or do whatever you want. Sing a song about having a cutie mark on your face.
Again, I'd like to remind... Sorry. Again, I'd like to remind everybody, this is not just an art challenge, just for any creative work. The whole concept is to encourage you to basically delve into the creative side of your life, however you want to interpret cutie marks on the face or exhaustion. Do you want to build a fence which has a pony painted on it? Do you want to write a story about a pony who is so exhausted that he paints on his face cutie mark? Or do you want to do an entire VTuber stream where you end up putting a cutie mark on your face, which I will give you so much credit if you manage to pull something like that off. But still, the whole idea is to encourage creativity, imagination, and to just let your creative spirit flow. Because mine has been stifled by so much crap.